All right, here it is, the final day, day number 2 of the Alabama Bass Trail Team Championship. My name is Robbie Floyd. I'll be your MC up here throughout the afternoon. Jody Harrison's to my right. We'll have him join here in just a moment. But I'd like to welcome everybody watching on site, the tens of thousands of fans that have came to Decatur, Alabama, and all the fans watching on alabamabasstrail.org. Welcome. It is the second day of our 2-day tournament. We will crown a champion, $85,000 in cash and prizes, namely the $45,000 boat you see in front of me, this Phoenix 819 Pro XP with that 200 Mercury on there, the sweet Garmin electronics, the Hydro Wave. Everything you see on this boat goes to our pair of winners. So they have a lot to fish for, but also the other 132 anglers that are out there fishing are fishing for a lot of money as well. $40,000 in cash is going in. Now, if you're in the top 25, you're still going to win $1,100 for your team. The top 25, and this is a no-entry fee tournament. They qualified to get here because they were the best from the Alabama Bass Trail North, the best from the Alabama Bass Trail South. We threw in some high school anglers in there as well. And the best of the best culminated here at Wheeler to find out who wins this championship. Now, we're going to have some guys already have checked in today. Some guys said, you know, I'm just over it. I'm not catching anything, so they bailed. Some didn't even show up this morning. I'm kind of surprised, though, with the weather change. Anything can happen. Yesterday we saw a 21-pound bag. We also saw an almost 6-pound fish caught. So I don't know how you bail from a possible $1,100 payday from going out there fishing, but some of those guys have decided to do so. We've got 130 boats. They come in flights of 25 every 15 minutes, so about an hour and 15 minutes our last flight will be coming in. That's how the program's done. An in-water weigh-in system throughout the day. You see the anglers now, they come and bring in their fish. They make sure they're of right length. Also, how many fish they have. They stay in the water all the way up until the stage. We weigh them in water, and they get back out into the water so you and I can catch them another day. So Jody and the crew doing their best job of keeping the fish healthy. The anglers doing the same thing out there on the water. It's all about you being able to catch the fish some other day. I want to pay attention to the people behind me like Bill Penny and Academy and Phoenix and Garmin. These are the people that help make this sport what it is in Alabama and represent the Alabama Bass Trail. But throughout here, even our associate sponsors from JetPep and TVA and Lear and TH Marine, U.S. Boats, all of these people, Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association, help support these people. How about a round of applause for all of our sponsors helping make this event as well as all of our Alabama Bass Trail events possible, because without them it would be impossible. I'd like to thank you for coming out here today. I'd like to thank the anglers for being so kind throughout the season. This is our 11th stop. We had 5 on the north, 5 in the south, and it culminated here in Wheeler, but they've done a great job, and this truly is the best of the best. But without our sponsors, without these anglers, and this next lady I'm going to bring up here, this event would not be possible. She's the program director of the Alabama Bass Trail. She's probably back there doing some work right now with the Wizard, but I'd like to bring her out, Miss Kay Donaldson. Is she good to go? She's been, come on out here, Kay. How about a round of applause for Kay, the lady who kind of gets all of this ball rolling and still working up to the last second. It's a never-ending story for you, isn't it, Kay?
I'm actually hoping that tonight about 7 o'clock I can turn this off and turn Baseball Mom on. That's really what I'm hoping. You know, this is a happy day. It's an exciting day. It's the culmination of everything we worked for, everything these guys have worked for the last 10 months to get here. You know, we fought through 10 inches of snow at Guntersville, a tornado warning in Camden, a heat advisory at Lay Lake, and these guys have been troopers. Our team has been troopers. They've worked their tails off this year, worked their hearts out this year for the second year to make it so successful, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for the Alabama Bass Trail. I'm tickled to death with these guys. They represent us so very well. You know, to have 368 teams, 762, I believe, anglers compete, the largest team trail in the Southeast, third largest in the country next to the Texas Team Trail Bass Champs, who've been in business for 15 years. So to be in business for 2 years and be able to say we're third to someone who's been in business for 15 and 20 years, I feel pretty proud of that. And it's these sponsors, it's these host cities, it's these anglers, it's this team that have worked so hard to do this. So I'm excited about today. I will say I'll breathe a sigh of relief when we give this boat away, award these prizes, and make sure these guys get home safely.
And this is a special event, and without our sponsors, it wouldn't be possible. But, I mean, it's hard to believe that this is a no-entry fee tournament, one that I do, the Bassmaster Classic, another no-entry fee tournament. This is their classic for some of these guys. They didn't have to pay a dime to actually finish this event, and you finished 25th place. You're still going to walk away with more than $1,000 guaranteed.
You know, when you look at the payout, and we paid out over $500,000 in cash and prizes this year, 113% payback to our anglers. You know, for an amateur trail, that's outstanding. Some of these guys could walk away with an additional $7,000 to $10,000 in boat contingency money. They may have Mercury contingency money. They may have Yamaha contingency money. You know, we give away $250 for the highest place finisher with our Bass Trail gear on. We give away a $500 big fish prize. So last year's winner won a $43,000 boat, $7,000 from their boat sponsor with Phoenix First Flight, plus the $250 from us, plus $1,000 because they bought their boat from Ken at Freedom Marine. So, I mean, they walked away with over $54,000 in cash and prizes for a 2-day amateur tournament. Unheard of.
That's unbelievable, and they still have that chance to do it again here today.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, probably the most asked question I've been getting this week is the North full? No, it's not. The South has not filled up yet. It's not filled up in the 2 years. We've seen great growth there. But the North is not filled. We're still taking registrations for that. We would like to maybe see that full by December. We're making a real hard push on that. Looking forward to seeing this. I mean, let's not talk about 16. Let's make 15 the best. I mean, we had a great championship at Smith last year. Absolutely fantastic. Their team worked hard. But the Decatur Convention and Visitors Bureau, the city of Decatur, have opened their arms to us, rolled out the red carpet. This is my hometown, and I want to see it go big. So I'm excited to see this.
I think it's about to. The sun's coming out. It's going to be a pretty day for a weigh-in. All right, you ready to get this started? Yeah, stretching a little bit. Before we do, I want to ask everyone to please stand up, take off your hats, pay tribute to all of our soldiers here in the U.S. and around the world with the playing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Let's get this thing fired up, ready to go. You see the anglers in the in-water weigh-in section over there. The bump station and throughout. Come on up here, Jody Harrison, the official weighmaster. That means he's a master of weighing these bass in. And so far, day one exceeded our expectations. A 21 bag crossed our scales. We're going to see that today. The weather's changed.
Well, I tell you what, we got information a few minutes ago that the guys are in first place with 21 pounds yesterday. They're here. They have a big sack of fish. And according to one of the guys in the boat, he said, we're going to win this thing.
All right, we'll figure that out and see if that's true, because he has no idea what's happening behind him. Because we're going to find out. Our first boat should be boat number 20, correct? Come on over here. Boat number 20 yesterday had 3 bass weighing 508. I think you did a little better today. I'm seeing 5 in the boat. That's exactly what you were looking for.
That's exactly what we was looking for. We had a lot better day today. We should have done yesterday what we done today.
If you only would have. Mike Bass, Tim Fitzgerald, they need like 20 pounds to get up there. 1060 your day today. What was it today that you did? What did you change up?
We went in the back for a creek today and threw a jig.
So you think the fish are starting to push back in the creeks fall time?
No doubt, no doubt.
All right, so we'll see. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Good job out there. All right, now our leader, we had somebody check in earlier, Tullis Lanier and Joey Davidson with 25-16, their 2-day total. Boat number 10, Josh Bragg, Joe Hartley, yesterday had 4 fish weighing 940. Today I'm seeing 5. It's a good thing.
Yes, a lot better day today.
Let's find out what you have today. A lot better. They need, let me see, to take the lead. They need 1576 to take the lead. 1463, just shy of that. But what did you do today? How did it turn around for you?
Well, we just had a mishap yesterday that caused us to lose some weight yesterday. We went back to today and just fished shallow.
But you did the same program today. You didn't change anything up as far as catching your bass. What were you doing?
Mostly flipping.
Flipping. I heard somebody else tell me that earlier. You think that was probably key today, or did you change it up, trying to do something different, maybe to get that bigger bite?
Yeah, we tried a few different things, but flipping was the deal.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Grab a couple. Yeah, if we have like 14, 15 pounds today, we want to get you to hold up the bass. Might not take the lead, but still a good bag of fish nonetheless. I did hear somebody talk about flipping was their key. This is their guy, this guy's as well. So maybe it was the flipping bite today. We'll see. Somebody's going to tell me Topwater does it.
They're going to tell you anything.
They're going to tell me Carolina rig with a Zara spook on it. I'll hear it all. Usually they lie on day 1. Day 2 is the one they tell me the truth. Good job, guys. Thank you. Again, our leader right now, 25-16, Tulsa near Joey Davidson. A 593 is our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Jeff Hale and Steve Sanders. Up next, John Dickerson, Clyde Howell had 5 yesterday, weighing 695. Today I'm seeing 5. Any bigger?
No.
You in the same pot of fish, what?
Yep.
Same score, looks like 7 today, though it was 5, not enough to take the lead. Congratulations on getting your 5 today, sir. Brian Johnson, Brandon Gross had 5 bass. Let's find out how they can do. They yesterday had 913, so you're looking for that paycheck, 1603 to take the lead today. You think it's going to be enough?
Probably not. We pretty much caught the same things we caught yesterday. We just can't find a big bite.
Can't find the big bite, 781. What were y'all doing?
Every fish we caught today, we caught on a jerkbait.
Jerking. All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I got to get used to seeing this screen. It's a different screen for me. Normally used to one-day tournaments. Jamie Smith and Michael Range yesterday had 1186, so you're in the running. I thought 12 was a pretty decent spot, especially for a paycheck. If you can duplicate that, I think it's going to be good. You need 1330 to take the lead. Will it be enough? 898. They shrunk a little bit today.
Yeah, and the good one got off.
How good are we talking about?
4 pound probably.
And what's your small? A pound, pound and a half?
Probably.
So that's 3 pounds you can just add away. What were you throwing? What were you doing today?
We caught most of our fish on a spinnerbait and a jig.
Spinner. Sorry, we're seeing some different varieties of guys. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much. We'll see how it does. Again, 25 places pay up to $1,100. All right. Kevin Dees, Jim Smith yesterday had 1361 is my total. You need 1155. You've got 5 bass. You got enough in there?
Probably not.
Let's find out. They need 11. Looks like they are going to come up short from that. 5 fish weighing 880. So, again, it kind of shrunk today. What changed? Did you go to the same places you were at yesterday?
Yeah, we went to the same place we've been catching them all week and just couldn't get any size to them today.
What were you doing?
Spinnerbaits, anything looked like a shad. They're just gorging on shad.
So you're going after school and tie bass?
Well, they're current up below the Gunnersville Dam.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Brock Mosley, Danny Mosley, and boat number 7. Yesterday, 5 for 1354. You need 1162. Let's find out. 985, still under that. It looks like the fish are shrinking. I know it's cold, but they shouldn't have shrunk that much.
Yeah, our fish shrunk considerably today. I mean,
What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, like I told you yesterday, this is only our 3rd or 4th day to ever fish here, so I'm kind of happy with what we got, but still always like to have more. Today our quality went down a little bit. We couldn't ever catch any to 2 to 2.5 like we were yesterday. So
how many total are you looking at? Did you caught?
Today we probably caught 10 or 15 keepers yesterday, probably a few more than that, but they were all 2.5 pounders. I mean, I probably caught 2 or 3 10-pound limits yesterday, but today I just the quality shrunk. Area kind of got smaller, a few more boats, but that's part of it.
And again, like you said, you'd only been here one time prior to this. It's a great fishery. Thank you for coming out here. Great job. Jeremy Tomlin and Greg Tomlin yesterday, 5 fish for 1084. Who's this with you?
It's his boy Briley.
Bryler, you ready to see what you got? You need 1432 to take the lead. 1147 is going to move you up quite a bit. Not quite enough to take the lead. What were y'all doing today?
Well, we're in the Elk River throwing a spinner bait, and then we threw some top water and swim baits out on the main lake.
So doing it all, but what about you? Do you like to fish?
Yes.
Well, what's your favorite kind of fish to catch?
Bass.
Bad? Well, show me what's the biggest bass you ever caught? Really? How much did it weigh? 10 pounds?
I don't know.
How much you weigh?
I don't know.
What's your mama's name?
I don't,
Ah! Aha! All right. What grade are you in?
First grade.
First grade. You're doing a great job. You want to come out here and maybe fish one day in this tournament?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you next year, all right? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Brandon Staggs, Jerry Wright, boat number 11 yesterday, 4 for 962. Let's find out. They need 1554 to take that lead. I look at your face going, it's not happening.
No, sir, not happening.
907, what happened?
No trolling motor.
Really? You had to just live on the big motor. So I take it, instead of being out, were you on the main lake yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Today, were you on the main lake? You still fought it, huh?
Yep.
That's tough.
It is what it is.
You didn't ever pull into the creek and get out of the wind?
It's the only way we had to go.
Yeah, I hear you. Thank you, sir. Michael Harden, Mike Harden yesterday, 5 fish weighing 14-18. They are having a shot at the title, except for only 1 bass today. If you had 5, you had a shot, but this one weighed 305. Just no numbers at all?
No.
Or were they under? Did you get any unders?
No. We had boat problems all day, so it happens.
It does happen out there. You were in the right size fish, so it looked like I won 3-pounder. 5 of those put you in the running. I appreciate it. Thank you for trying. Stephen Wisdom and John Bryant were in boat number 1. They led the field out this morning. Day 1, they had 1139. Is that right? What did we have? Oh, that isn't right. You're right. I'm looking at that sheet, and that wasn't right. Yesterday you had 623. You were wanting 11, wasn't you?
Yeah, that'd been awesome. So.
All right, today you got 4. Did you ever have the 5th one on?
Yeah, we had it on a couple times. We, just couldn't get buttoned up, but it is what it is.
That one's the right size.
Yeah, we've got 2 good ones. I wish we could have put one more in the boat. So we'll, it's just how it is sometimes.
Good day 2, 10:30. Turning that thing around. What happened? What changed for you?
Nothing really. I mean, we did the same thing on Thursday and had a really great day on Thursday, and then thought we were going to at least put together a decent bag yesterday, and obviously we didn't. I think we caught the 5 smallest fish on the lake. And then today, we just kept going. We didn't really change up what we were doing. We just kept going further and further and further down the lake and picked up a couple of good ones.
What'd you catch the big ones, though?
A rage crawl, Strike King rage crawl on a structured swivel head.
All right. Thank you. You want to grab that bad boy? Let's pick it out and see. Or you got 2 that may be twins. Again, 593 is our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Did you get to catch her or did you get to net it?
I was a netter today.
That's all right. It's a team tournament, right? You still get to spit? Oh. You'll grab a couple of there. Want to get in the picture? There you go. Y'all are doing it right. All right, which one? We want to weigh one? Smallmouth. Well, let's just see what our biggest fish of today would weigh. We've actually already seen a 3 come across, but this one's over 4. Almost that 4.5 range. 438. So, our bigger fish of the day and doing well in that live well smallmouth. She's like, he's like, I want that fish. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, again, our Mountain Dew Big Bass, Jeff Hale and Steve Sanders, 593. Our lead right now, Tellus Lanier and Joey Davison, 25-16. That's their 2-day total. Bring up Jimmy Mason and Lance Walker. Yesterday, 5 fish weighing 1240. You do that again, you're taking the lead. You going to do it?
We're close.
All right, let's find out. 5 fish. What will they weigh? They need 1276. 1473. It wasn't that close. You take the lead. Good job. And also, I talk about that payday. You get in that top 25. That's $1,100. I'm sure you can use it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So hopefully we'll stay in there and get a check today. But
1417, in case I said it wrong.
yeah, hopefully it'll hold on for a check. But it was a fun tournament. You know, we targeted the big smallmouth and you know, really didn't get a lot of bites, but that's what we were fishing for. You know, a lot of the big bags yesterday were all smallmouth, and that's what I like to do this time of year, so that's what we fish for.
Did it make you nervous knowing the rain rolled in, the cold weather blew in, and did it change up your attitude at all going, no, I'm actually pretty good if this happens?
No, absolutely, yeah, it was. I mean, I liked seeing the weather forecast when it was coming. I had some largemouth backup that I had planned, you know, if the front rolled through a little earlier, but didn't have to use them, but, you know, it worked out. We had a better bag today.
Good job, Jimmy. Hold up a couple. Yeah, go ahead and grab them. You take the lead. Grab a couple of those bass and hold them up there for the cameras. Dan O'Sullivan there from Advanced Angler. We all the people watching on AlabamaBassTrail.org. Also remind everybody, all you fans out here, to go check out the Garmin booth. You know, the winner of our boat gets that Garmin unit on the head unit up there, but also check out all the new stuff. I can't tell if that's a unit or you just have a big screen TV over there, one or the other, but you need to go you need to go check it out and see what the latest and greatest is from Garmin. And, of course, we have Garmin verbs throughout. Our one's not sitting up here today. Yeah, that way we get all the behind-the-scenes footage. All right, Jimmy and Lance take over the lead at 26:57. That's the mark of which to go by. Jeff Hale, Steve Sanders, we've called out your name a time or two. Let's find out with this 12:27 from yesterday. We add 3 today. It's only going to give you 4:34, and that one yesterday equaled that.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
They weren't there.
You know, extra. I know you're pulling for your buddies maybe at times, but you would still like to take home that Mountain Dew Big Bass, huh?
Yes, I sure would.
All right, still a good day. Did you change things up? Did you do anything different than yesterday?
No, same thing.
They just didn't want to buy it today.
They didn't buy it.
Appreciate you coming out. Thank you, guys. Again, still leading that Mountain Dew Big Bass. Sammy Bailey, Alan Hayes. Purple Hayes had 4 fish yesterday for 552, so that means about a pound average. Today, I'm looking at 5 fish. That's better already.
It's a much better day.
How much better? That's what we're going to find out. Doubled what you did yesterday. 1083. Good job. What'd you do? Did you change anything up?
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Were you the problem yesterday or him?
I believe it was both of us.
Y'all were both ate up with it. What'd you do different today?
We went all the way to the south end today and changed everything. Baits, location.
It worked?
It worked.
You just should have done it yesterday, right?
Done it yesterday.
All right, good job, guys. Thank you. Way to come back. Larry Breckenridge, John Eddie Donaldson. Yesterday had 3 fish for $4.95. I think you got one in there that may weigh $4.95. 1348. Way to turn it around. Good job today. Who caught the big one?
My buddy here.
What was he doing?
He spooked him up.
Really? You spooked him right in his mouth with that treble hook, right? What were you throwing instead?
Spooked.
Doing the same thing. You decided to bite yours. What were you keying? What were you targeting?
Anytime they busted the water, we went to them.
You're literally sight fishing.
A lot of
And we're talking about sight fishing, not actually going for bedding fish, but looking for them to pop up and do it. All right, let's grab the big one and find out. Will it weigh enough to be our Mountain Dew Big Bass? 593 is our Mountain Dew Big Bass. That is a nice fish. It's going to be close. Maybe not. We've got a new leader in our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Look at this. 651, a new big fish. Congratulations. Go pick it up, hold it out there, and yeah. And the guys that just come off the stage are the ones that had that, so they probably saw you in line going, son of a gun.
Well, I feel sorry for him.
All right, here, you want to stand in there with him? Your boat caught it. He might have been the one, but yeah, you caught it in the net. See, it was a team project out there. Good job. So the largemouth.
And I caught him in the net.
That's good. He didn't spit the hook when he got in there. Yeah. Really, he did. So that was the case. So spook fish, though. Schooling fish, yeah, spooked him right into that net, too. Kenneth Chambers, Eli Chambers, yesterday, 5 fish for $644. You got 5 fish today. He said he needed you yesterday. Did you catch them all today?
Well, not exactly.
Well, what do you mean, not exactly? What happened?
Only caught one.
Well, that's all right. It's better than none.
True.
What was happening? You had to go to school yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did.
How'd that go?
Not fun. Boring.
So how much did you think about catching bass? So let's find out what your total today. Yesterday, added to today, 785 for your total today. So how much did you think about bass fishing while you're at your little desk at school all day yesterday?
I couldn't focus at school.
So he probably should have just pulled you out, right?
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, I'm pulling for you. I was trying to do that yesterday because really, how much work can you get done at school when you know that there's a $45,000 boat ride here that you could win?
Not a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't condone not going to school, but when you got a it's like your Super Bowl of the year.
Yep.
I tried to convince the wrong person. Hey, if you had to do it all over again, what would you do?
It was great. Maybe I should have pulled him out yesterday, but oh well.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for being a good sport. And again, I mean, my kids, if it's like, hey, Columbus Day, let's get out of school. It's already that way, though, when they don't have to go to school. Brady Garner, J.K. Gwynn, yesterday, 4 fish for 784. I'm seeing 5, so good job. Way to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough today getting bites, but I mean, they pretty much held on today.
833 your total today. Did you go to a different location, change up the bite?
Not really. Pretty much the same thing. We just actually got 5 to hang on today.
Good job out there. Got the Alabama Power hat on. Thank you. One of our sponsors as well. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you next year. Michael Sicoli, David Shoup, yesterday 5 fish for 1126. That was a good day. Can you duplicate it today? You need 1531 to take the lead. 1167. Another good day, just not quite enough.
Yeah, just can't find the good fish. We're catching a lot of fish, but no size.
How many total today?
We probably caught 15 fish.
That's a good day. Good fishery.
Yep, all schooling, just small.
It had to be a good time because you just saw what happened to schooling fish. It could be a 6-pounder.
Yep. Sure can.
Good job. Congratulations.
We'll see you next year.
Thank you, sir. Chris Miner, Chase Benson, yesterday 5 fish for 1146. What will you have today?
Not very much.
Not enough, huh? 5 going to weigh 723. Just shrunk up.
Yes, sir. Tough day. Tough day.
Where were you fishing? How?
Just throwing a shaky head down the river.
Oh, man, that can be painful, too. All right, thank you, sir. Jimmy Cook, Joey Mann, they had 5 yesterday for 1145. Need 15. Need 15. And you're still going to need 15, I think. You're going to have half of that at least. 795 today. Jeff, fun?
It was fun. I tell you, this is a great fishery and fantastic facilities. I tell you, great place to be.
It is top notch. Thank you for fishing with us. Congratulations on your catch. Wayne McDade, Richard Howell had 5 for 1223. I said if you could just get in that 12 range, you knew a check was very possible. Even a win is possible if you get on that right bite. Did it happen today?
No.
No. 352. What the heck happened? Yesterday was so good.
Missed the big ones.
Did you?
Broke one off and
on braid.
Had another on fluorocarbon.
How big's big?
About 5 pounds.
That hurts. Whoa, what bait?
Jig.
Did you just get happy and snap happy?
That's my favorite lure, and I just.
That hurts.
You know,
the fish won today. I hear you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Of course, they're wearing the Alabama Bass Trail gear, too. They get an extra kickback, another $250 if they're the highest finishing pair with that Alabama Bass Trail gear. Yeah, have you thought about modeling for Kay? You're doing a fantastic job. Or you're turning your back to the camera. I'm looking at what you need. Yesterday you had 422. You only need 22 pounds, and you are going to take the lead, and you'll probably win.
We're not talking to each other.
Oh, is it that bad? What happened?
He drives too fast.
Hard fishing.
He drives too fast, as in what?
He drives too fast and won't let me catch no fish.
You just hopping place to place, not letting him really focus on the area?
He's got to do better.
You know you're supposed to slow down when it gets colder, right?
Well,
Is that what you told him?
Yeah, and he's got one of those new Evinrude G2s. I was
Yeah.
drinking a Gatorade, took the lid off of it, formed a vortex, and sprayed it all over.
That doesn't work. That can't happen. 924 today. Good job on that catch, and slow it down a little.
Have to for us.
All right. Thank you, guys. Jeremy Renfro, Brandon Kleinetland. Come on over here. I'm seeing 3 bass. Not what I was wanting to see. I was looking for 5. I'm sure you were too.
Yeah, we was too. It was rough out there today. They just wasn't eating good. They come up in school and
1337 yesterday. I know you wanted to duplicate that today. It looks like this is going to be 285. So under a pound average. That's hard to do, especially on this body of water. When you saw a 6 in schools earlier, you just wasn't in the right school, I guess.
no, well, they come up in school, but they just wasn't eating.
What were you throwing for your schooling bay?
Spook.
Just stick with the spook the whole time?
All day.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Brandon. Scott Montgomery, Les Bratcher, boat number 55. 5 bass, I'm liking that. Yesterday had 1081. These 5 going to weigh a little less than that. Looks like right around that 8-pound mark. 798. Same area, same bait, shrunk, or did you change it up?
About the same, actually. We didn't get that many bites. Caught them on a big bite fighting frog, and we're just glad to get what we got.
Frog fishing out there. I haven't heard too many people talking about that.
That's right. It's just something a little different.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I like that. I like the thought process behind it. Dean Rojas does that. All right, appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Hope to see you next year. Steve Thrash, Stan Hallman yesterday. 3 bass weighing 371. You just kicked the tail on that one. You got 5. You need more than that. 867. I didn't even get to see what you needed. I just knew it was more, but you got your 5.
Yeah, we went the opposite direction.
And it worked.
Better.
Yeah, better. Another couple days, you're going to be in double digits.
We would have, in 4-day tournament, we'd have been there.
You're on, just climbing.
Everybody else would have just fished too.
Good job. Thank you. Again, our leader right now, Jimmy Mason, Lance Walker with 25.57. If you do take the lead, guys, please stick around because when we get to our top 10 later on in the day, they're going to be, we'll weigh in our top 10 at the end of the day. So our leader will stay in this Phoenix 819 Pro XP. Lanny Guthrie, Lee Hurley, you're hoping that you're in that boat. You had 955 yesterday. Today, it's almost a carbon copy. It looks like 977. Same fish, same area. What, did anything change?
Different area. Totally different tactic.
Different tactic, different area, but you still got the same result.
Yeah, 5 every day. We're happy. I mean, I would love to win this thing, win that boat, but we're just happy to get 5 fish, man. Just like we'll be here.
Consistent, but it may get you a paycheck still.
We'll see.
We'll see. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Let's find out what Bobby Harrell and Kyle Graham have. Yesterday, not so good. 2 fish for 4 and some change. How about today?
About the same.
You know, you almost doubled that. Look at that, 784 today. What'd you throw today?
Same thing, same place.
Just, you needed to change it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Go out there tomorrow. That's your only shot. Yeah, if it was only a 3-day tournament. Tony Hogan, Keith Kraft had 5 for 1165. That was a good day. You need about 15 or a little under that today. You got 5 bass. What are they going to weigh? It looks like yesterday's weight. 5 bass weighing 1103. Good 2 days of fishing. Not the best 2 days of fishing. What could you do different if you had to do it all over again?
We just never could get a big bite. We saw some big ones Thursday, but couldn't get them.
You say you saw them. Were y'all going for schooling fish?
No, we were throwing a frog in the pads all week.
So you saw the blow-ups, just couldn't get those fish to take it.
Yeah, they would blow up on it just like they were missing it behind it.
That hurts. Well, good job. A very solid week for you guys. Congratulations on your catch. Andrew Warmington was in boat 23. Had to be paired up with Taylor Teague. I said had to be, but, you know, you caught 10 yesterday. Y'all were disappointed with that. You got 5 bass today. Are you disappointed with today's total?
Yes, definitely.
Because you dropped down a little bit, 939. So did you change it up today? Anything different?
No, sir.
Aren't you supposed to learn from your mistakes or you're doomed to repeat them?
We just couldn't find anything else, so we tried to grind it out and got about the same thing.
A little under 20, though, your 2-day total. Congratulations, guys. Way to keep fighting. Good job all year. Mason Walker leading with 26.57. Rowdy Wade and Chad Hazel have 5 fish, enough to take the lead.
No, sir.
You mean to tell me you don't have 13 pounds? Come on now. 5 fish for 844. So you were there. You were in that spot where I could make a big jump, just couldn't get in the big bite?
Couldn't get a big bite. No, not at all.
What were you doing?
Throwing a jerk bait.
Jerking the whole time.
That's right.
Any particular jerk bait?
I don't want to say.
Okay, you don't have to. Congratulations on your catch. Thank you, sir. Ken Callahan, Gerald Brewer, 5 fish weighing 1164. That was a good day yesterday, but somebody kept them in the dryer too long. They shrunk.
They shrunk a lot.
What the heck happened? I'm looking at 601. Were you in the same area?
We went from dam to dam.
Really? Just tearing it up and just could not get the bite. Did you have any bigger ones on and get off?
No, did not.
Yeah. What can you do, right?
Keep riding.
You'll fish you live to fish another day. Gabe Aldridge, and Wes Wiggins, boat number 53. 5 yesterday for 1145. That was a strong day. I think you're going to duplicate it today. You need 15-12 to take the lead from Jimmy and them. 1303. 2 good days fishing.
Wasn't bad. Could have been a lot better yesterday. We figured out a little something different today.
What was that?
Different color jig.
Really? So you still stuck with the jig, just changed it up a little bit. Color altogether, something with flakes, where you're going with it. How did you change it up? I'm sure you don't want to tell me because you're going to probably fish a tournament again.
No, it's more of a natural color, something a little more subtle. Fish just seem to eat it better today.
Did you have to slow down a little bit more today or no? Still have the same program?
No, we about the same pace, I guess. Just different colors seem to be the deal.
Good job. Way to turn it on today. Thank you, guys. Joey Walters, Alex Carvel had 941 yesterday. Only got 4 fish today. Couldn't get that 5th one on?
Sure couldn't. Tough day.
That hurts. 4 for 465 today. Yeah, they shrunk up too. It's just one of those things.
Well, we had one almost 5 yesterday and didn't get him today.
It happens. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Again, also want to remind you, check out the Golden Girls over there. Yep, you've seen them on TV, and now you see them at the Alabama Bass Trail. Mama and the rest of the crew selling Alabama Bass Trail gear. Make sure you get your one of your new shirts or maybe one of those scarves. She said, come on down. Ralph Mosley, Terry Stevens had 4 for 625, and I'm hearing you got a big fish in there today. Well, I don't know what you did, but you did it right today. 5 fish weighing 1468. Way to turn it around.
Yeah, we executed a little better today. We had some good bites yesterday. Should have had about that yesterday. Just couldn't make it happen.
If you would have done that, you could be in this championship for the win. Let's find out what this big bass. Go ahead and grab it real quick. And let's go ahead and weigh her, and we'll talk for just a moment. Man, you had an awesome day. Again, our leader right now for the big bass is 651, Larry Breckenridge and John Eddie Donaldson. We'll see what she weighs. Yeah, she don't weigh 6, but let's just go ahead. It's about a 4.5. 466. Good, Jill. Grab 2 of your big ones and hold it up here because you caught a 14-pound bag today. Let's see. You need. Where's my total here? How do we figure that out? I'm trying to figure out. Does it give me my? Well, I can't find it now. You're in 5th place right now. Hold them up. There you go. Look at that. Arms extended. Use them lats. Use the traps. That's smart. I like it. Don't tell me he didn't know that program. All right, come here. Tell me. What'd you catch them on? How did it go today?
Well, we went up the river. We've been fishing upriver all weekend, and we've been throwing frogs a bunch. We caught a bunch of them on frogs. I caught the big one on the spinnerbait today, but
so that's probably a little surprising. You ready for that big bite, big fish to blow up on that frog, and the spinner gets it.
yeah, that's right. Well, it was out on the river then when we caught it, and we've been back in some creeks and caught one on jig, just kind of junk fishing around.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Awesome job. So let's take a look. George Crane, Allen Glasgow, 5 fish yesterday for $12.90. They need $13.67 to take the lead, so you need a duplicate. Come on over here and talk to me for just a minute. So yesterday, where are we at? What boat number were you?
Yesterday.
No, what boat number today?
56.
So you had a shot. You had a shot at it. Now, definitely a good paycheck day. How did it go for you?
Well, we caught a lot of fish. Just couldn't find the size.
Couldn't get a size today. Downsized a little bit, 883. What were you throwing? What were you doing?
Jigs mostly.
Jig. I'm hearing a lot of that today.
Yeah.
That or spook. It's one way or the other, it seemed like.
Yeah, they bit pretty well. Just not the right size.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. 26:57. Mason and Walker right now leading this thing. How long will they hold on? Remember, our top 10 will weigh in at the end of the day. Clem Parker, Donald Parker, Parker and Parker. Sounds like a chiropractic firm.
The twins.
Yeah. Y'all do look a lot alike. 235 for these 2 bass.
Proud of those 2. Proud of.
It was that tough.
For us, it was. Been tough all.
What were you doing?
Fishing.
Fishing with what? Bait.
It'd been dynamite, but.
Yeah, I thought you told me yesterday you were going to do that.
No, that was him.
That's what I'm saying. Your boat, just pull the pin and do them out there.
We had a lot of fun. We enjoyed this. Got a nice facility.
It is nice, isn't it?
And this is a good trail to fish.
We're going to see you again.
Next year.
We'll see you then. First one, we'll see you there. Parker and Parker. Thank you, guys. Tim Hurst, Mark McCaig. Jody's already clapping. You're not supposed to be clapping. High five. Very nice. Let me take a look at this. Yesterday had 1174. They're almost going to double it. Let's take a look. 1483 is what they need. 20.74 pounds. They did something right. You know, you had guys in our top 10 going, and I think we've won this thing. I think you got a little something to say about that, don't you?
Well, I mean, I doubt we're going to win it, but we had a good day today. We had a lot better day than it turned out yesterday. We lost a couple, didn't fish very well, but we didn't lose any today and got them all in.
Can you believe, honestly, and I said this at launch this morning, with the weather changing, and you look like 25th place was, 11, 12 pounds. Or, I mean, there was a chance for a lot of people to make a lot of money, and you could turn it around. They could have caught that bag you did today. Can you believe some of these guys said, no, I'm not doing it?
No, because, I mean, you never know. We felt like we were around some good fish, if we could just get them to bite. And I think this weather probably helped us a little bit today, kind of got them tighter to cover instead of.
What'd you do? What were you throwing?
We caught some on crankbaits, spinnerbaits, and even flipping a jig, just fishing a lot of heavy cover.
It definitely worked out there. How many total bass you catch today?
30 maybe. We caught a lot.
That's a great day. So you catching most or you netting most?
Oh, I do a lot of netting, but you know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean I caught probably two today that we weighed in, and 3 yesterday. I mean he catches the big ones, but you know.
It's still a team tournament, right?
That's right. We don't care who catches them.
Wouldn't that boat look nice parked outside the house?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would. Go ahead and grab up 4 of those bass, guys. Hold them up. You are our new leaders. It hasn't popped it up yet. Oh, because we got to do the big bass. I'm looking for our total. Yet I'm not used to these 2 days. The 2-day tournaments only at the championship. Yeah, just look at Dano first right there from Advanced Angler. You can hold them up there. Y'all both get in there. You should have just gave him the bear hug and went around the outside. He's like, no, not so much. Straight across, guys. Yeah, we will weigh the big fish just to see. Greg Pughes going up next. He's just looking at me, and I can read his mind, but I can't say what he's thinking. All right, let's find out what the big bass is. Who's got the big one? Again, 651. 651 is what our big bass is right now. It's a largemouth. Not going to do it, but you're still helping your chances big time. 587 is what that big one's going to weigh. It was an awesome day. So, again, what did the big one come on, if you can remember?
I caught it on a crankbait fairly early this morning.
Any crankbaits you want to divulge? I mean, depth, anything like that, or no?
No, you've talked enough.
I look back at your partner, and you can just see he's going, no. We're going to fish here another day. I appreciate it. Charlie Cummings and Greg Pugh yesterday had 1071, trying to do better than that today. Let's find out. I see one good one in there, Greg, but you needed 4 more like that.
Yeah, it started out good, and the wheels fell off the trailer real quick.
The big one was your first fish. Let's take a look at 1056, so you almost back-to-back days around that same way. Was the big fish your first one?
No, it was actually, I think, our 4th fish this morning. So we caught a bunch of fish today. We went opposite of what we did yesterday. We throw spinner bait and a jig all day, and it was just we caught probably 40, 50 keepers, but we just couldn't get no big ones.
Man, that's a good day. You catch 40, or a good weekend. Yeah, that's a good year for me, catching 40 or 50.
I know better than that.
Oh, no, it's all good. Greg, congratulations on your catch, you and your partner. We'll see you next time. Jeff Ritchie, Howard Ritchie, 5 bass yesterday for 13-13. You were in it. You got a chance. Today you got 5 fish, but you need to go to Vegas. 777. I mean, that's great on a slot machine, not so good here.
Not good here.
What happened?
Just wasn't around very many big fish. So
you were yesterday.
Yesterday we were, but
did they move on you?
There's only one fish that made most of the bag yesterday.
One at a time. That's all one person can bring in.
That's what we were thinking. Didn't work out.
Good job. Congratulations on your catch, though. Kevin Smith, James Purvis, 5 for 766 yesterday. I think you beat that today.
A little bit.
A little bit. Couple pounds. 933. Good job. How are you doing it?
Spinner bait and popar.
Spinner and the popar. What's your favorite popar of all time? What's your favorite color?
Black and silver.
That's yours? Mine, I can't remember. It's like a clown color looking. I think. Is there a clown color? You got some pink in it?
I got no idea.
I don't know. That's my favorite one. Works in Louisiana. Probably doesn't work in Alabama. They don't like that pink color. Thank you, sir. Eddie Jewell, Bobby Simmons, about halfway through our weigh-in as far as our total number of boats come out there. Some of the guys decided not to fish today. You had 726, and I'm still in this to get a paycheck. That's what you got to be thinking out there when you see a 21-pound bag come across. Your 5 fish today, even better, 1261. Good job.
Yeah, we thought we were on something yesterday that was going to knock it out of the park.
And what was that?
We were upriver doing some flipping, but it bit us yesterday, and we went back to our old stuff that we usually fish all the time. And
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, we should have done it yesterday, I guess.
All right, thank you for fishing with us, guys. Jason Yelverton, Richard Walker. Go ahead and grab it. Yeah, I just look at Jody and it died. 5 fish. Yesterday you had 5 for 768. Today I think it's going to be about a duplicate of that. Who's this with you?
This is my little girl, Elvie.
Do you like bass fishing? You got to talk for me to hear you. What's your name?
Elvie.
How old are you?
4.
4. You about to start school?
Yes.
Yeah. You got a boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What's your boyfriend's name? Maybe you want to say hi to him. He might be watching right now on AlabamaBassTrail.org. Look, you see that camera? Your boyfriend might be watching. You want to wave to him? You want to wave? What's his name?
Jackson.
Oh, calling him out, Jackson. Play on, player. Look at him right here. Got the ladies out here. Did you have a good time out? How about that for a pit crew, huh? And Jody's pretty good. Have you ever thought about the NASCAR?
I'm too fat for the NASCAR.
You are right there. I ain't gonna say those dudes look like linebackers.
Call me fat.
No, but those dudes look like linebackers.
No, fat people call other people fat. You can't do it.
Well, look at this. Look at this. Hey, check that out. Check that out. That's that Mexican food restaurant in Acapulco right there. And yes, I'm doing that. Dan O'Sullivan's raising the roof. I talking about you. Yeah, you're losing weight. We're gaining weight up here, okay? I don't understand it. How about it today, though? And you've been fishing with us a couple of years now. Are you ready to get back for the third year of the Alabama Bass Trail?
Yeah, I think we decided today we're going to go ahead and do it another year. So we'll see what happens next year.
Congratulations on making it this far. Good job. You want to say something?
I want to go with you.
She wants to go with you?
Yeah, she wants to fish with me next year.
That could be your partner right there. Thank you. Oh, did we get that weight? 725 is your weight today. Thank you, guys. Yeah, normally I don't show my belly on camera, but hey, it's the last event of the year. Bobby Jones, Jimbo Deaton had 5 for 721 today. How's it looking?
Not good.
I see 5. I was hoping to be 5 for 25.
Yeah, we had a good day though.
Let's find out. Had a good afternoon. Let's zero this bad boy out again. Give me a guess. I want you if you're a good guessometer. Don't look.
8 pounds.
8. Let's find out. Let's find out what these 5 for. And that'll be an improvement on yesterday. Let me look at those things. Oh, 815, I'm thinking. 815 is what my guess. I don't know. Let me see. Got to zero it out or I'll give you everything you deserve. Did you have a good time fishing on tour?
I did. It was great. They put on a great trail.
How'd you finish for the season?
40s.
40s. And it got you into this and no entry fee. 903, better than you thought.
903.
We'll see you again hopefully next year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Tim Cornelius, Doug Webster in the 133. Let's find out how they did today. Yesterday you had 3 for 728. Did you get 5 today?
5 today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't know if it'll weigh as much as those 3.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not so good. We got to re-zero them, so they're doing well in the live well.
They did.
They did really good. Let's find out. You did better than yesterday. Yeah, you're better than 7.
Nah.
You don't think? Trust me. You're not a good guesser. 839.
Well, it is better than 7.
I told you.
Golly.
8's better than 7.
Man, I'm hot now.
Why?
All them weight I'm catching.
It is your own. I mean, another day or 2, you'll be up to 20.
At least.
Good job out there. Congratulations, sir. 5 bass for them. 5 bass for John Wellborn and Wesley Sams. Yesterday, 11:21 is a pretty good day if you're looking for a paycheck. You do that again, you were probably going to make it. Did you do that again today?
Yeah, we did pretty good today.
All right, you did even better than that yesterday. 730, guys. You really jumped up there. Only, 4 pounds out of the lead, it looks like. Is that what I'm seeing out there? Yeah, you needed 21 to take the lead, so 1730 for your catch today. What happened? What was the difference?
We just got big bites today. Yesterday, we probably caught 75 fish. We just didn't get a big bite.
Were you in the same area as yesterday?
We started out in the same area, caught the biggest one that we had first thing this morning, and made a little adjustment, run on down the lake a little bit, and it paid off, hopefully.
It's crazy when you go to the same area and you catch the big one you were looking for yesterday, but it's better late than never, right?
Right, yeah.
Good job, and we'll find out where that puts you at the end of the day. Hopefully a bigger paycheck, guys. Congratulations. Grab a couple bass here and show them to the fans watching at AlabamaBassTrail.org. Again, I'd like to thank people like Frog Togs and Mountain Dew. I'm going for the water today, but I'm going to cap it off with a nice cold Mountain Dew. Vicious Fishing, Boat US, Alabama Power. We've talked about them. And Costa, some of the sponsors that help make this event possible. Window World, Yeti Coolers. It's amazing. You put 1 bag of ice in there, it lasts for 3 days. Somehow yesterday I was looking for Linda. I come back with Linda and a Wookiee. Good job, guys. Congratulations. James Oswalt, Linda Oswalt, come on up here and Wookiee. You might have seen Wookiee on the new Star Wars movie coming up. Where were you at yesterday?
Where was we?
You didn't come up on stage.
I was hobbling to the truck.
I was giving him a hard time because I was like, it must not have been a good day fishing if you're not up here. Because if you catch a big bag, you're coming up here.
Well, I tell you what, I caught a big turtle.
How big? Show me. Really? What kind of turtle? Did you break it down?
No, no green slimy slider, I guess.
How'd you get the hook out of his mouth?
Well, the hook was in its shell above its mouth. And
you were snagging turtles.
That's right.
It was in its mouth, but the hook was in its shell.
Oh, man. He won't do that again. 412 for your total day today. It's good having y'all on tour. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun this year, you know.
And your mascot as well, always with you.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Got anything you want to say?
Probably.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. James and Linda, I appreciate you being out there.
You don't tell him back?
She's going to bite it. Shane Cox and Ty Cox. How'd it go, Ty?
That was pretty rough.
Rough. Yesterday you told me the same thing, 585. It's that kind of rough, though, huh?
Yeah, it's done got bad.
I was hoping each one of those bass weighed 585.
That would be nice.
It would.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you still wouldn't have took the big bass. We got a 6 already out there today. Do you have any big blow-ups, anything big on the line?
No, yesterday we should probably had about 15, but the cold front come in last night and just really, our bite was done.
Messed you up. Well, good luck next year. We'll see you again. Michael Farr, boat number 76. Yesterday, 4 bass for 368. You got that under-pound average. Today, you got 5. Congratulations.
Man, it's been tough.
But much better today. 834. Did you do anything different?
I fished more.
I was like, you didn't fish yesterday. What was he doing?
Terrible yesterday.
A little better today.
A little better today.
Good job, guys. Thank you for fishing with us. Let's bring up Brian Morris and Brian Jett. Team Brian, they had 1056 yesterday. They're 21 pounds behind the leader, so I know you're not looking for the win, but did you have as good a day today? It looks, man, it's hard to duplicate 1056 today, 1047. It was almost a duplicate. Did you do the same thing again?
For the most part, yeah, just in some different areas.
Really? How far did y'all travel today? How much traveling?
Oh, we probably traveled a total of probably 40 miles round trip.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, but we're consistent, I can say that.
Yes, you are. But the most consistent of anybody. Good job, guys. Congratulations. Nathan Brewer, Michael Brewer, yesterday in boat number 96 yesterday. Let me see what you had. 1330 today. You've got 5 bass weighing 1082. You're moving on up. You still, looks like paycheck time.
And we hope we had opportunities just
yesterday or today?
Today.
What happened? Did you have some big ones on?
Yeah, bad luck or malfunctioning fishermen, whatever you want to call it.
Talk to me. You saying it was a 6-pounder?
Yeah, we had one over 6 pound right on the side of the boat. Just did a flip and come off. I had a couple.
So who had the net?
I failed in the boat trying to get the net, but that wasn't cost.
That didn't cost us fish. A limb cost it, but this.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it hurt bad today.
That really hurts. Guys, congratulations on your catch. Good job. Hadley Cohen, Scott Keeling yesterday had 982 for their 5 bass. They got 5 bass today, and they improved themselves. 1375. Good job. That's the way you do it.
Yeah, a little better today.
How did it happen?
I think wind helped us a lot. Yesterday it was real slick out there, and we were running shallow points, and we needed some wind on them.
Just needed something. You got what you wanted, and good job. Way to turn it around.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Jeremy Bass, Walt White, 3 bass on the day. Yesterday had 1007 out of those 4 fish, so you're around the right kind of fish. Today, couldn't even get the 4. What's happening? Why is the numbers going down?
No idea. We just couldn't get the bite.
What type of fishing were you doing? 483 today. Were you around schooling fish? You trying to pluck them off one at a time?
Yeah, we had a few good ones on today. Top water and fishing a jig a lot, but just couldn't get bit.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Better not catching, I promise. More than I caught today or yesterday over the past half a year. John Davis, Peyton McGinnis. Oh, look at this. You're already pumping the University of Alabama already. Yesterday, he stroked him for 1243. You got a good shot of making a good paycheck. If you duplicate that, it looks like it's going to be just shy of that. 1056 for your total today. How did today go for you in comparison to yesterday?
It was a little different today. We took off and made it about a quarter-mile upriver, and the compressor in my engine went out, and so we were on the trolling motor the rest of the day. Just fished around pretty close by, and I'm glad we caught a limit. Still have a chance of getting a check, and hopefully we can stay in that top 25.
So y'all turned left coming out of here?
We went right.
You went right. I was like, because the left, whenever I come out of here, I can't even remember where I'm at. If I go left, it looked like some good water. Did you find some good stuff over to the right?
We did. We found a few areas close by. Good thing that we were pretty close to one of our areas whenever it messed up.
And sometimes when you have to focus on one area, that can actually work for you. And it seemed like when you had to stay where you were at, it did.
Yeah, I think today it could have actually helped us a little bit. It was definitely different. We didn't catch them. We still got to fish two of our main areas and didn't catch them the way we thought we would or how we caught them yesterday. So staying put, trying some different stuff, covering a lot of water maybe helped us today.
Good job, guys. Congratulations. Way to stick with it. Scott Luster, Jerry Cook, 5 bass today. Yesterday had 837. I hear you got a big one in there. Who caught that one? Was it you? Don't tell me it was you.
Yeah, I caught it.
Good job. Let's find out. 1336. You needed that both days to get up in there. You're shy of the lead, but that today, good job. Congratulations. How'd you catch the big one?
You won't believe me.
I will.
A boat locked through, guns were down.
Yeah.
I threw a slider worm. After it locked through, I went in there, threw a slider worm and caught one that I think it came from Guernsville because it didn't look like a Lake Willow fish.
It was like I asked yesterday, the big bass guys. Let's take a look at this big bass. It's almost 6 pounds, 597. You didn't think it was going to be that big, huh?
No, I thought it was bigger.
Really? It's close. You know, our leader was 6-something, 651, so it's only half pound off the lead. I don't think it's going to gain a half pound. Do we need a reweigh? Let's do it. Let's try it again. I don't know. Let's look at it. Let's try it again. Ooh, man, that does look good. That does look good. How deep?
20 foot.
You lying to me?
No.
You know, they said the current big bass, they caught it on a spook today. Do you think they were telling me the truth?
Doubt it.
It was a largemouth. Let's find out. Yep, 597 2 times. Hey, you catch 5 of those, and you're talking about some money here. You could walk away with this brand new boat.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, thank you. Yeah, go ahead and grab this bad boy. Let's just caught her in there deep. Another largemouth today. Leading the scales, had some big smallmouth, and there's why he's wondering. It's like, you really want to weigh that? Look how big this bass is. Hold it out there for Dano and the rest of the crew. That is a swamp donkey, especially because how big will that bad boy be or bad girl be here in another month and a half, because it's just going to probably work its way into that fall feeding time, and that thing will probably, it could be a 10-pounder here in another month and a half. Larry Blunt, Robert Blunt, boat 114. Tell me it went as good as yesterday. Yesterday, 12:57. Did it happen again?
I think so.
All right, let's find out. You need 1991 to take the lead. You're not going to do that, but it was almost a duplicate of yesterday. 1277, so 2 days in that 12 range. That's going to be a good paycheck.
I hope so.
I think you're going to be happy with that at the end. We'll see where that puts you. What were y'all doing today? Same thing?
Same thing.
What was that?
Jigs on bluff walls.
Just beating it up, huh? How many total bass you catch today?
Today was 5.
5. Oh, so execution, it worked.
Yeah.
5 bites, put them in the boat. Good job, guys. Taylor Lamar, Mac Lamar. Yesterday had 1220. That was a great day. Boat 111 today. You got 5 fish. You got it again?
We got about 11 pounds, I think.
All right, let's find out. Yesterday you had 1220. Today, just shy of 11, 1080. Still 2 good days of fishing here at Wheeler.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Junk fishing.
Just more junking.
Yeah, that's right.
Keep it up. It's working. I'd be doing it too. Damian Willis and Mark Stewart coming up next. I'm starting to see a lot of 5s in my fish count. That was a good thing. How many total bass you think you caught today, guys?
25.
That's a great day. That's an awesome day. Yesterday, you had 1261, so you know you're in the running for a good paycheck if you can duplicate it. Today, you did even better. They need 1987 to take the lead. 1592, a strong day.
We had a lot of fun today. We figured something out this afternoon, and we're really having a lot of fun when we had to leave.
What was it? One thing in particular? What was it?
We were throwing a little crankbait around trees.
Really? And then that turned around, and you didn't do it at all yesterday, or you didn't do it most of the day today? What changed?
They got bigger.
So you were doing the same thing yesterday, you're saying, but the size just grew?
Yes, we caught one big one. We had that one about 5.5, and that helps a lot.
I bet it does. grab a couple of these bass, hold them up there for us. A great day, too. Yep. So, again, just cranking. But the size decided to jump up. Good job there. Yeah, hold them out farther. I'm telling you, the closer you hold them to the camera, the bigger they look. That's the truth. That's a Jimmy Houston special. I can call them 5 or 6 pounders. They're really only pound and a half on those TV shows. They look big when you hold it up there. Ricky Knight and Randall Carter had a strong day yesterday, 12-22, but when you're looking at you need 20 pounds to take the lead, you got 20?
No.
It's tough to do that, isn't it? 5 bass, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, we caught a lot of fish. The size just ain't there for us.
Yesterday he caught 12-22, almost the same thing today, 11-90. 2 good days of fishing, though.
Oh, yeah, we had a good time. This is a great fishery. I mean, I love it.
We'll see you again, right?
Oh, yeah.
You want to thank anybody?
I want to thank all my sponsors and also want to tell my mama and my wife I love y'all, and I'll see y'all shortly.
All right, thank you, bud. We'll see you. Scott Ashley, Taylor Ashley, yesterday with a 10 3/4. I'm seeing 5 bass. Those aren't the right 5 that you were looking for, is it?
Not exactly.
No, totally. Scott, you shaking your head a little bit. What was going out there on the water?
Well, we had our opportunities today. It was a much better day, even though we just didn't execute. Me and him both lost a few key fish. Might have got us a check, but still had a great day.
Lost away from the boat or at the boat?
Broke one off, and then that's just 2 came off, one on him and one on me.
It happens. That's why I call fishing. 10:35 for your total today, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate fishing. See you again, bud. Jesse Wiggins, Jordan Wiggins. Wiggins and Wiggins were in about 124. Yesterday, 11:42. I'm seeing 5 bass. Pretty decent day today.
Yeah, we wore camouflage today and was able to sneak up on a few more.
Yeah, we get right on top of them.
Yeah, we was fishing so close to them they'd never seen us.
1476, so you improved. Did you change anything up? Maybe do anything different?
Same exact spot. Fished a little bit different baits, but same exact spot. The bigger ones bit today they didn't yesterday.
It happens. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Guys know how to do well. Hey, yeah, grab a couple. We got 14. Hey, guys, go grab a couple bass. We need to still get shots out there today. Oh, yeah. All right, Jody, I'm looking at my clock, too. What did we say? Our last one, 2:30, 3:30, 3:45 is our last flight, right? Around there? Didn't we say that? 3:45. So you got about 6 more minutes for our last flight to come in, and our last flight should have only had about 6, 7, 8 anglers in it. So when they do check in and they'll fill in, we also have our top 10 that have to come across. Again, I'd like to thank everybody watching on AlabamaBassTrail.org. Again, those of you on the site, go check out our Garmin display out here with the latest and the greatest. Somebody's going to win this nice Phoenix boat. It's in front of us, decked out in Garmin gear, and Glasgow wanted that to be them. They had 1088 yesterday, still in the running for a paycheck, especially when you add 1192 to it. What you got here? Also want to remind you, kids under 12 need to go over and see the ladies, the Golden Girls over there. Yep. You see that rod and reel? If you've got a kid that's under the age of 12, you get a free rod and reel. And thank you for reminding about that. So it doesn't cost anything. You've got a kid that's either 12 and under or under 12. If you go over there, they'll give you a free rod and reel. I'd like to thank them out there. When do you think the first time you ever fished was? How old were you?
6.
6. You would have qualified for that rod and reel. Did we get their weight? What happened?
Yeah, we got it.
All right. What was your boat number? 116. Let's find. Let me see. Yeah, well, I just want to make sure. So what do we get? What was our total today? 1192? 1192, about what you thought?
No.
What'd you think you had? 27?
Less.
Oh, well, I can back it down.
No, I'm good.
It won't happen. Still 2 pretty solid days of fishing.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun anyway. Could have been worse.
Pretty fun. I wish I were fishing. It'd be a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being here. Keith Dees, Tommy Wally. Big guns coming up here now. Will they have the big fish? They had 1049 guys. You know how to stroke them. You wanted to have championship written on there for 2015. Doesn't it have a great sound to it?
That's a sore spot.
I know. 1307, you improved.
Yeah, we got some a couple good bites today. Was the difference for us.
Well, what happened? What did you change up what you were doing, or did the big ones just decide to bite?
We totally changed what we were doing.
What was that? What did you do yesterday compared to today?
Yesterday we fished a lot of rock and riprap and stuff. Today we concentrated on wood. Well, we gave up on the rock and stuff.
It wasn't working, was it?
No, it wasn't working. My forearm looked like Popeye. I threw a spook all day yesterday, twitching it, thinking surely they'd bite again. But today we just scrapped it after about 2 hours of it and said, let's go fun fishing. And this is not my favorite place in the world, but it today was a lot. We probably caught 35 or 40 fish today. And
how can you not like it?
It was a lot of fun today.
It made you a believer today. Congratulations, guys, not only today, but an awesome year. Deason Wally had a tremendous season for 2015. All right, who do we got here? Nicholas Turner, Joe Lay, another pair of big guns that had 1234 yesterday. Today, 1273. That's pretty good. What are you hiding behind me?
Ask her how we caught her. She knows how we caught her.
So you know the scoop on how they caught all their fish today, right? Tell me how they caught their bass.
I don't know.
He said you knew everything. He said when we go home, everybody goes for you for the questions, so you know it all.
He's teasing.
He's teasing. What's your name?
I don't know.
You don't know your name either? What grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
What's your boyfriend's name?
I don't have a boyfriend.
You want one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. A great opportunity. There could be literally millions of people up there. Daddy's going, come on, get out here. What do you think about that? Starting a little young, 4th grade, already looking for boyfriends. I got a 7-year-old. I'm trying to keep him away from the ladies. I used to have to fight them off, Jody. It wasn't fun. How about you?
Oh, man, I bet you just a pretty.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, they would trap me on the jungle gym. It wasn't pretty. 5 bass today for Garrett Griggers and Barry Landrum. Yesterday, you had 1148, it looks like. Today, it almost looks like a carbon copy, 1138, only 1/10 of a pound off.
It was, same day.
Oh, man. Same type of fish?
Same.
What were you doing?
Crankbait.
Cranking, huh? Square bill, bumping against what?
Wood. We were up in the creek.
Everything you could find.
Everything.
Good job. Any particular color?
Just shad color.
Had depth.
Do what now?
What depth?
About 3 to 4 foot.
All right, so that's the key if you want to catch that amount of weight right there, because it's obviously consistent.
Every day.
All right, keep doing it. Thank you, guys. Tim Hurst and Mark McCaig, our leaders, with 32-48. I think that was our guess yesterday, was right around that 32 range. Frank, did you think you would see a 651 largemouth, though, before it gets into the feeding time?
It's definitely always possible here. You never know. You just show up at the right spot at the right time. It's always possible.
All right, so tell me what's going on behind the scenes as I take a look at my watch. We got like about 1 more minute, and then the last flight should be checked in. So what goes on behind the scenes here at the Alabama Bass Trail? It's more than just guys pulling up to the dock. A lot goes on behind the scenes that people don't even see.
Oh, yeah. It definitely starts early off in the morning. I mean, we get here around 2:30, 3 o'clock. We definitely want to be set up, ready to go for these anglers. They put a lot of effort in getting prepped, so we want to make it as easy as possible for them at nighttime to get in the water safely. We're going to always, on the Alabama Bass Trail, you're going to have over 200 boats at most of our tournaments. So we pride ourselves in making sure they get in that water safe. And then after that, we just start getting everything prepped for when they get back.
And the fish care whenever they come back as well. If a bass is in distress or might be hurting a little bit from being out on the water, might have been caught at literally 6:30 in the morning and doesn't check in until 3:30 in the afternoon. How do you take care of it, and what do you do along this process to keep that fish as healthy as possible?
Oh, it absolutely starts with just fish care knowledge. I mean, it begins from the time they catch that fish in the boat. They've got to have the tools and know the knowledge of how to take care of them.
Like a deep fish being caught.
Absolutely. But for us, it definitely starts once they get back. We'll have somebody on staff that knows how to, if their air bladder is full, how to release that air so that they can get upright. Because a lot of times, fish don't die because of just of injury. A lot of times it's because they struggle and can't get themselves bounced back upright.
So their swim bladder, when they're caught deep and they bring them back up, it basically swells them up like a balloon. So you have to release the air out there. And then you also have a holding tank back behind here, so you just don't let them back out in the lake. You try and revive them and do everything you can as well.
Absolutely. We have a multi-thousand-gallon tank in the back that we have what we call a spotter, which is a pump with an aerator, which always continually keeps that oxygen level up. That gives us a good time to analyze them and make sure that they're healthy before we put them back in the water. On the Alabama Bass Trail, we pride ourselves on that conservation. We're looking for all the kids that we see out here having that opportunity to catch those same fish that are caught today.
That's exactly right. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of tournaments that come out of this water and get a lot of the retreads. That's what you call them if they were to get released here, or they take them to another facility and get sent on down there. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't seem like the season should be over with yet, but a great way to finish it off as far as weather-wise. Did you order it up today?
I definitely did not order it. It's been kind of cloudy and sunny, and then we definitely had a good rain shower last night. As you could tell, a lot of these anglers said the weather change that happened last night, it helped them or hurt them. So it's definitely to see how they adapted to those situations.
A lot of people say, I'd love to do what you do up here on the stage, but because you're up on stage, it doesn't mean you're out there on the water. How often do you actually get to go fishing?
Oh, it doesn't happen very often. I mean, this is our 11th stop on the Alabama Bass Trail. It takes hours of preparation off the scenes to get ready for these tournaments. As I said, it starts early in the morning, but it's definitely, we have to make sure that we maintain this equipment. It travels from the north of this state to the south of the state, all the way to the beach of Mobile. So it definitely takes those hours to make sure we take care of our aerators for the fish and just to maintain the equipment. This trailer holds a lot of equipment, and we've got to make sure we take care of it so it works at every stop.
Just think you get to pack it up here in about an hour from now. All right, thank you, Frank. Jody, come on back over here. You're right. He knows how to talk up on stage.
Yeah, he's definitely a better talker than I am.
and when I was talking to him, I was like, if you wanna catch fish, don't get in the fishing industry, right?
That's the quickest way to stop fishing is get in the fishing industry. I got into this because of my love of bass fishing and all. Love the tournament scene, but the day I started doing tournaments was the day that I quit fishing tournaments.
All right.
But at the same time, I figured out pretty quick that I'd done a better job putting on a tournament than I did fishing in a tournament.
All right, so let's tell me what's going on back there. We've sequestered the top 10, right? Have all the boats checked in? Because they should have checked in right now, I believe, correct?
Yeah, last flight is coming in right now. They've already checked in. Yeah, they checked in at the blast-off boat, the check-in boat out there. So they're coming in the harbor right now, and the boats that are coming in are getting their fish together. They're getting them bagged up. We'll get these last few in here, and then we're going to stage the top 10 anglers from yesterday, and we're going to go from 10 to first. And just kind of
somebody's going to win.
Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to have that boat right there, that Phoenix boat.
Yesterday, I think we said that, or was it yesterday at the start? I think it was at the start. We thought 32. It could take that to win it. Right now, our leader right now with 32.48. Do you think that's going to hold on?
Yesterday we did say that, but then we kind of started crawfishing a little bit, said that it wouldn't surprise us to hit 40 pounds. I really believe we're going to hit 38 to 40 pounds.
Okay, we'll find out. Again, the guys back there, I don't know. Somebody was confident, but I don't think they were confident when that 20-pound bag come across today. But again, our leader right now, Tim Hurst, Mark McCaig. Do that one. Let's go ahead with Craig Ballou and Jason Morgan, boat number 129. Yesterday had 8:06. Got that late flight. I'm sure you probably wanted that, or did you want that? Because you get to fish a little bit longer, but did you want to get that, all right, I'm in my first spot before everybody did, or did you look forward to having the later flight?
I look forward to having a later flight.
And how did it go today?
A little bit better anyway.
11:01. It was better than that 8 yesterday. Did you change up anything that you did?
Yeah, everything.
What was that? What was yesterday and what was today?
Yesterday was shallow, today was shallower.
With skinny to skinnier, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Good job. It worked for you. So went from 8 to 11. Heck, tomorrow you could be at 15, but we don't have a 3-day tournament. Everything's determined today. Okay, come up here. Or we'll let this next one come up and then talk to you for a bit. Foster Bradley, Brett Lemley, 5 bass today. They had 5 yesterday for 11.56. You need 20 pounds to take the lead. That's not going to happen, but the more you catch, the closer you are to that paycheck.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it today.
We'll see. We'll see. 10:30. You're totaled today, so we'll see where that puts you in the queue out there. Did you have fun at least?
Yeah, I did. Just didn't get any big bites today, so that hurt us.
All right, bud. We'll see you hopefully next year. Let me take a look. Hey, can you pull up the leaderboard for me? Just to give them an idea, because we still have 10 guys we know, the top 10 there. Roll them down to 25th, because I know 25th place pays, what, $1,100 to our team. So let's go. Ooh, what happened there? We'll just scroll down to 25 right there. 25th place right now, Foster Bradley and Brett Limley with a total of 2186. So 2186 is what our two-day total for 25th. Now we know that won't stand. Let's look up. Let me roll up here. 10th place. Actually, I have a tie for 10th place. Ricky Knight, Randall Carter, Nathan Brewer, Michael Brewer, 24-12. So that's in 10th right now. So if you have that 24-pound bag, you're guaranteed at least a top 24 or top 20. I say that, but with a tie, that might not be the case. So 24-12 is the top 10. Right now, as it stands, the top 5. 5th place, Wiggins and Wiggins with 26-18. So a fairly good drop from 1st to 2nd. Tim Hurst and Mark McCaig. Damian Willis, Mark Stewart back there in 2nd with 28.53. So they're looking for a good payday. 2nd place still pays $5,000. Pretty darn good for a no-entry fee tournament. 3rd place, $4,000. 4th place will pay $3,000. 5th place, you finish in the top 5, you're taking home $2,500 at a no-entry fee tournament. I can't emphasize enough. Very seldom will you see a guy at a local or regional level fishing for that kind of money and didn't have to pay a dime to fish it.
You know, that's one thing that we pride ourselves on here at the Alabama Bass Trail is we think these guys work hard all year long. They stay committed to this tournament trail. They show up, you know, once a month to fish this trail, and as a prize to them, we give them an $85,000 no entry fee championship at some of the best lakes in the country. You know, there was a tournament here last week, and a 2-day overall weight was 26 pounds. We almost topped that on day 1. So these guys are fierce competitors. And the 14 teams we're sending over to Guntersville in December for the Bassmaster Team Championship, I feel very confident about it. But, you know, we have the best anglers in the world, and they best anglers in the Southeast, I think, in the world. But they certainly deserve the best tournament that we can give them, and I feel like this championship's one of it.
I know we still have the top 10 to come across the stage, but I mean, you look at it. If you're in 15th place right now with 23.39, Brock Mosley and Danny Mosley, you drop down those 10 spots, you're still taking home an $1,100 payday, and that's $23. So what's that? Less than 12 pounds a day. I really honestly don't get it. I know there's other tournaments or regional tournaments, but you catch 12 pounds there, you get in that 24-pound range. I can't believe you would go for a one-day tournament where 15 is the winner, and you can finish 25th and get made 11. That doesn't make sense to me.
You know, there's a lot of things in this industry that don't make sense to me, and that's one of them. I mean,
when you see 20-pound bags come across the scales in one day, 23 is going to pay a paycheck.
23 is going to pay a paycheck, but you know, maybe they wish to go fish an inferior group of fishermen.
Oh, but that is true. You have the big sticks here. I didn't even really think about that.
You know, you got the big sticks here. I've always been the kind that if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And we certainly have the best fishermen in the Southeast fishing the Alabama Bass Trail. So I guess some people would rather go fish inferior to win $1,500, but I'd rather stay here and have my chance to win this boat.
Speaking of the best while the guys are still stacking up in there, and we've got a little time, let's talk about. We have a North and a South division. We took 8 from one and 6 from the other to qualify for the Bassmaster Team Championship, which will be held just right down the road. But one of those guys of the pairs could actually fish the Bassmaster Classic, and I get to hop in their boat on that final day and maybe cross the stage and be at Brian Kirchhoff kind of deal and maybe win a Classic.
Whew.
And it's hard to believe, isn't it? But somebody from this tournament could be there and have that opportunity.
I would put these 28 men, we didn't have any women qualify this year, but I would put these 28 men against any of the other 54 qualifiers for that Classic in Tulsa. Any one of these men will go represent our trail successfully. They will compete at a very high level. I put them up against anybody. A lot of these guys that fished Opens, they fished Rayovacs, they fished FLW Tours, they fished everything but the Bassmaster Classic. I put them up against anybody, and I hope that one of our guys gets the chance to go and compete in Tulsa and make us proud. We will be there. The Alabama Bass Trail will be there, and we hope that we're there cheering on one of our teams.
And that'll be Guntersville that weekend of the 10th, or leading into that weekend of about the 10th of December. So just right down the road, help support them. I know we presented them with their jerseys that they'll be wearing as well, representing the Alabama Bass Trail. A couple more guys checking in. Have you been trying to get the inside scoop of what's happening within our top 10 back there in the back?
everybody just kind of shakes their head and goes, maybe this, maybe that. I've heard through the grapevine that the guys that caught him yesterday, Kevin and Billy, have a good sack today. I heard the guys that some of them only have 2 fish. We've already had one team go home that only had a small fish, wasn't going to get them in the money, so they went ahead and went home. So we've got 9 teams that we're going to be really looking at. But Kevin and Billy are strong, strong competitors.
I do believe you are correct, but there's also some tournament winners throughout the season that are in this top 10. Alabama Bass Trail champions that maybe try and duplicate their championship. Starting to see. How's it looking, Jody? Have we finished our flights yet? Are we down to our top 10? We just have one more. We think this is the last one, and then we'll bring up or maybe get a word with Tim Hurst and Mark McCaig, 32-48, testing out how's it feel? Feel pretty good? You warming that seat up? He said let them stay there till right at the end. So it could happen. It could happen. But it also gives you that incentive for if I don't win it this year, what about next year? Where's the championship next year? Lake Eufaula. I hear they got big bass in that lake. It's a fun lake to fish in. And they've got an awesome Cajun food restaurant right on the corner of downtown. Cajun Corner. Delicious. What did it take to win? 29 pounds. For the single day. Yeah, 29 pounds for a single day tournament. So you back that up. But that was earlier in the year. But again, if we get down in the fall feeding season, it could be a big time as well. All right, so we're trying to get the final word on our last flight that should have checked in. Everybody should have checked in about 13 minutes ago. Get the bullhorn, Jody, do final call. Actually, because they have to be in here in the next 2 minutes, right? They have 15 minutes. So yeah, they've got 2 more minutes to be here to weigh in. So if you can hear me, guys in the back, you've got a couple of minutes, and you have to be in the area here for the bump tank. I'm seeing one good bass in the basket right there. I don't know if there's 5 underneath it. No, I see one good one on top. I don't know if there's 5 good ones below it, if there are. Yeah, that one could be a difference maker on a paycheck for sure. Again, I'd like to thank everybody from AFS Foundation and Waterproofing, T&H Marine, Boat US, each and every stop. They actually lead out the field, or they're a check-in boat or a check-out boat, but also help the boats when they're out there on the water. If they have difficulties where they may be stranded, they help the numerous. And whoa, Kay, how much is it for the yearly membership? $87, and that is absolutely nothing if you say your battery dies and you need to help and get jumped or whatever. Or if you run out of fuel, they'll bring you fuel. You break a prop, they'll tow you in. For $87 a year, I suggest everybody do that. Costa Sunglasses helping us out, Sweet Home Alabama. That's our moniker here. I'm from Texas, but I make the trip to Alabama. I'm proud to, because I know this is a solid organization, and I cover 3 bass fishing organization events a year: the Bassmaster Classic, the Toyota Texas Bass Classic, and I do both of those for television, and then all of the Alabama Bass Trail events. So every time I show up at an event, I know I'm around some pretty esteemed company, and I'm glad to do it, and I thank all the anglers for being so kind throughout the season. They jump. Okay, yeah, I was like, they jumped. Chris Pitts and Josh Aaron had 832 yesterday. I'm seeing 5 fish. I'm seeing one good one on top. How'd it go today? Better?
A little bit better, yeah.
A little bit better. Had 8 yesterday. Let's go ahead and reweigh that, because we want to get you up there possibly with a chance to make a paycheck. But how much fun was it? What'd you catch the big one on?
Jig.
Jig. How deep?
10 foot.
Don't tell me shallow.
No, it was 10.
It did. All right, let's find out these 5 bass. Yesterday you weighed 832. Today a little better, 996. Almost another pound better than that out there. You ready to come back for 2016? You ready to hit it again next year?
No, I'm ready to get back to Mobile.
Mobile, that's a long drive for you. But hey, you've done good. You've won you a Yeti cooler without doing absolutely nothing. That was this year, wasn't it?
That's it. Yep. That's it.
I mean, you didn't win. You actually bought it from Academy for your wife.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what the story is.
That's right. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah, don't say anything. I won't let her know. Good job out there.
Thank you, Robbie.
All right, thank you, Chris. Good having you.
thank you for your time this year, too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. All right, we're going to line them up from 10th on down. I don't actually have my top 10 here, and I got to make sure that my boat numbers, because that's the way that I had it written down. Kay said, Kay, which boat was the one that dropped out? I don't know, 4th place, Gibson and Worsham. Okay, so I can mark them all. So we're going to drop them out of the mixture. We're going to start off with Shelton and Arnold, I do believe. We got to get them through the queue. They're still sweating it out there. You and I were sitting next to that beautiful 819 Pro XP going, I could use that boat.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely those colors with the flake in it, ABT colors. I'd love.
They custom ordered it to look like that.
Absolutely. I mean, this is straight from the factory. Even the Phoenix guys put it on their truck and drove it down from the factory, and now sitting out here just waiting for a brand new angler to take it home with them.
I don't remember if it was this year, but I know last year they did like a full build sheet and how it was made and the colors going on and the whole process of laying it down. Last year, over $50,000 if the winner is actually in a Phoenix and then bought by Freedom Marine and everything. There's a lot of money up for grabs. You ever won $50,000?
I sure wish I did.
Anglers, we need you to keep coming up here. Our top 10, we need you in the tanks right now, please. So, guys, I know you're out there in the parking lot. It is time. We need our top 10, work our way from 10th down to 1st. You said you had one $50,000 prize for?
Oh, no, I said I wish.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, with all these sponsors, you definitely got an opportunity to take away some extra cash and not just on top of winning a tournament or placing.
Have you ever won a tournament, even on the local level?
I
haven't.
Well, I did do a little college fishing on the college trail. So.
How'd that go?
Oh, it went well. I fished for the University of Alabama at Birmingham, so UAB Go Blazers. I definitely my best finish was at a FLW college tournament on Guntersville. So
the UAB Blazers, is your mascot some guy walking around in a sport coat?
Not in a sport coat. I sure wish it was. It's a big green dragon, just kind of.
Blazers make perfect sense. The green dragon is also known as the Blazers.
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of weird when you see just a dragon just walking around campus, all excited, bouncing, jumping in your face. Kind of scary downtown Birmingham.
I guess y'all are in the same conference at my University of North Texas, Mean Green, which I don't know how you make a mean green and a mascot, but it turns into a bird somehow. Used to be the Eagles. I don't know if we play y'all this year or did. If we did, we already lost. I know that. Yeah, no, UAB is better than us, I think. We're pretty good. Yeah, no, but you would still beat us. Yeah, I know you dropped the program. You dropped it this year, but you'd still beat us. Yeah, be back. Yeah, I heard, yeah, they signed back up, right? They went ahead and going to get them funding for next year?
Absolutely. In Birmingham and definitely on a state level, if we're going to talk about supporting the sports and recreational sports of Alabama, we definitely want to get that UAB get that football program back and running.
Speaking of sports, how's the East Cobb Astros 15 you're doing today? They got canceled, so Mama Kay is going to get the hammer down tomorrow. So a full slate for Kay on the Suns baseball teams. 2 for 3 last night. He's on it. I'm not good at math. That's a 666 average on the day. How about those Texas Rangers too, undefeated? Which one? I know I did earlier. They said they would feel good. They want to stay there till the very end and sit there and keep that seat warm. It's a lot cushier than a fold-out chair. Yeah. Get a bad case of monkey butt if you're on them bleachers for 2 or 3 hours. I know exactly what you're saying. All right, looks like we have our 10th place up there. We got Shelton and Arnold. Yep, they're already in staging. Hey, we can go ahead and bring them up here in the deal. Where's Jody at? We got 10. We can work our way down. Okay, they breathe really good in there. Let's find out. So then the 9th place. Yeah, no. 9th place, Boyette and Metcalf. We got them up there too. 8th place, Daniel and Flack. Still missing those guys. Daniel and Flack need to get on up here. Yeah, they're in the tank. They just hadn't made it to the bump station yet, or hasn't gone through the queue. What was your yesterday? 78. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'll still be a good paycheck. But we won't be getting the boat. Yeah. Again, trying to keep these guys sequestered. Don't let them really talk to each other. It's kind of like a classic. You don't know what it is. I actually know it's a classic. I've already talked to them. They'll tell me, but try to keep them sequestered. Some of the guys bringing their boat because they want to get the heck out of here as soon as it's over because they probably got football or whatever to watch tonight. But bring their boat up there on land, keep them in the live well, all the bass, and then we come here and keep oxygen pumping in there. We got an oxygen tank underneath that tank we're waiting for 5th place and 1st place. We don't necessarily need 1st yet because they're going to be the last one. And if they don't want to show up, then that's their fault. So Sharp and Stubblefield, we need you, but we also need Bain and Colley. Bain and Colley, there we go. There's our last couple of ones. All right, let's go ahead and zero out the scales, and let's bring up 10th place. Jeff Shelton, Tim Arnold. How about a round of applause for these guys making it to the final day of the top 10? That's the way to do it. Yesterday had 1478. You were in the running. Today you've got 5 bass. Another good day. Not quite as much yesterday. You need 1770 to take the lead, but not quite going to do that. 1362. Your grand total, I don't even know where to find the total on there. If it pulls it up there, where is our total? We're trying to look. It's not going to pull it up there. I can't give you that 2-day total. Just shy of the lead, though. How about your 2 days of fishing? If you had to do it all over, would you change anything up?
No, we couldn't. We had a couple holes that was working, and we stuck with them.
What were you doing in those holes? Anything in particular? Were you targeting the same type of objects in both holes?
Yeah, mostly ledges, throwing a jig.
All right, big fish. What was your biggest fish this week?
Yesterday we had a 478. That's probably the biggest one we had. We lost a couple, but I don't think they were that big.
Did you lose any today?
We lost one.
A good one?
3 or 4.
And that hurts a little bit out there. Congratulations. You want to get them to hold them up? You want to hold them up, Dano? We're good right now, guys. I think we're good on that. Thank you for a great job at a 2-day tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, going to finish up there in that top 10 for sure. And next up, let's bring up 9th place from day one, Boyette and Metcalf. Come on up here, boat number 57. Tony Boyette, Brian Metcalf yesterday had 1495. I'm seeing 5 bass coming across the scales. Are they a good 5 bass?
No.
Not happening. What happened?
We got blowed out. The wind blowed our banks out.
Really? Just beat it up too much. Let's find out. Some people wanted a weather change, some didn't. I'm guessing you're in a didn't. 5 bass. They need 1753. Their total, 1078. So a little shy of that mark. So the banks are blown out. Did you try and find different banks? Did you try and change up your routine altogether? Come up here.
We tried a number of things. We just couldn't get them to hit.
Just wasn't happening, huh?
No, we had to switch to basically a fluke. We were in top water yesterday all day long. And
for some people that work today, you just got to be on that spot, right?
It was just too windy over there. We were.
All right, well, congratulations on your 2 days, guys. Good job. All right, so that should be, we're up to boat number 117. Craig Daniel, Jackie Flack had 1496 yesterday. You need 1752. You've been here before. You can win this boat if you have 1752. Let's find out what you got. Set them on the scales. It looks like a good day, but not that good a day. You need 1752, 1103, guys. I know a little disappointing. What changed from yesterday to today?
We didn't get lucky.
Was it a luck deal yesterday?
It was real lucky yesterday. I've been here 5 days, and I've caught 3 fish in 5 days of practice.
So it was a tough day altogether. Now, what was your approach? What were you targeting both 2 days?
We were just junk fishing for 2 days. We started with top water and spinnerbait, then we went to flipping, so it was a variety of everything, just anything that we saw that we thought we'd catch a fish off of. That's what we went and fished.
Congratulations. You had another awesome year. Keep it up and hope to see you next year, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be here. I mean, if you're a bass fisherman in Alabama, why would you not want to be?
That's what I'm saying.
We're fishing for over $50,000 today with no entry fee. So why would you not want to be here?
That right there is about 50, 85 total.
Yeah, absolutely.
For free.
Free.
Free money.
We've been there. We love it. Thank you, guys.
I know you have. And really true champions in their own right, just not able to win today. Coming up next, boat number 72, Tucker and Tucker. That's Greg and Dylan. Yesterday had 14.98, just shy of that 15 mark that we thought would be key. Today, you need to even do better. 17.50 is what you need. 5 bass, but going to be about 6 pounds shy of it. It looks like 11.34. Just not able to duplicate that 2 days and get in that 30-pound range. What happened? I see you shaking your head sideways.
We had some boat trouble today, so he's a little handicapped.
So having to live off the big motor or the small motor?
No live wells, no depth finders.
At least it was cool, though. So, I mean, at least that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's just tough on us today.
So what do you do in that case? Just go into every pocket and just beat the bank and just try and drag stuff or throw stuff on top? What did you do?
Just junk fish, jig, spinnerbait, a little bit top water, a little bit everything.
All right, spin to win. Didn't work quite today, guys. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. As we bring boat number 91 in next, our Jordan winners. 6th place coming into today with 15-16, Blake Hall and Dustin Cannell. Congratulations. I want to shake your hand on an awesome season, even getting here, qualifying for both the North and the South, even to get to that team championship. You need 17.32 today to take the lead. 10.75 on an awesome season. You're still going to get another good paycheck, and I just know it didn't work out on the final day.
No, we still had a good 2 days of fishing. I enjoyed it. This was my first time to Wheeler, and I like this one.
Did all right for a rookie.
I guess. I got a good partner.
Yeah, so it was all you, huh? You put them all in the boat today.
No, he caught most of them.
It happens like that. What were you doing? What was your approach?
Just fishing shallow, wood and rock.
All shallow all the time, both days?
Yeah.
Any particular bait?
Crankbait and jig.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Another awesome season. No, you couldn't win it here. Hey, you're doing pretty good. You're still sitting there, right? You realize that. If you keep sitting there, keep it going, right? Keep it rolling. You keep staying there, you're going to win this thing. Tim Hurst, Mark McCaig sitting in that hot seat with 32.48. So we go to boat number 65. They were in 5th place. That would be Adam Bain and Chris Colley. 15.21. Whoa, now we're starting to get there. Stretch a little bit. Will it be enough? They need 17.25. Yesterday they had 15.21. Just under that today. 13.38. Again, I'm seeing the sizes decrease a little bit. Did you change up your approach? How was it different today than yesterday?
We just lost them today. We actually caught a couple good ones yesterday, but we lost a couple good ones today. So.
How good were the ones that you lost today?
They were just 3-pounders. They would have helped a little bit.
Just threes, yeah. A pound here or there could make the difference.
It's always true.
All right, you're still going to get a good paycheck. Congratulations on your finishes, guys. So 4th place, they were ready to bail. We bring up our top 3. Now, this is it, guys. There's only 3 guys that can kick you out of that seat. We really haven't had anybody close. It's been a few pounds different, but these guys are starting out a little closer. Let's bring out 3rd place, Jonathan Canada, Bow Hunter. They had 19.72 yesterday. They need 12.76. I see one good one. 5 bass. They need 12.76. 12.76 is what they need. 11.10. Still in the hot seat, and a big clap. So close to taking that lead. What was it like out there on the water knowing I need the one big one? You got one big one, actually, but I need more of those.
It was a rough day. We started out. I lost a 5-pounder. Was the first fish right at the boat.
What kind of bait?
A jig.
So that's even tougher when it's a single bait hook. It's not like it spit a treble hook. What happened in that instance? Break it down for me.
He got mad, and I just started fishing some more.
So get lost coming to the net or out away from the boat?
This far from the net.
Oh, that hurts. We need to start stretching those arms, right?
Yeah.
Put the arm stretcher out there. Guys, you had an awesome day still, or an awesome weekend. I know you come up just a little bit short. Still going to be in that, top 5 or 6. And that brings us to our top 2. Waylon Hancock in 2nd place with Timothy Little. Yesterday had 19.73. Right now our leaders, Hurst and McCaig, sit in that beautiful Phoenix boat. Can they stay there all day? To take the lead, Hancock and Little need 12.75, and you already know that ain't going to do it. But how far do they move up? 6.36, only able to catch a couple of bass. You catch 3 more of that size, and you know you're winning this thing possibly. You're at least going to be top 2.
Oh, we was on the right size fish. We just our wind killed us today.
Just totally beat up, and you weren't looking forward to the forecast, right?
We were looking. There's just nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, you were looking, just not what you wanted to have happen. But if you had to do it all over again today, would you change up your approach, or was that what happened? You changed it up, and that didn't work as well?
No, we stayed with the same thing. We throw the big swim bait the whole time.
All right, guys. Well, good job. Congratulations on a team championship. So now let's bring up our leaders right now. Come on up here. Tim Hurst, Mark McCaig with 32-48, a two-day total, and that was the number. I believe Jody said it's going to take 32 to win this thing. Tim and Mark, go ahead and stand over there on those X's. It's been a pretty good day. No matter what, you realize you're going to walk out of here with $5,000, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I told him when we got out of the boat. I said, you know, I wouldn't even have thought, even with what we had today, as bad as we did yesterday, that we'd have a chance for even second. So, you know,
What was your total today?
Today we had almost 20 pounds and something.
Yeah, it was just shy of that 21 mark, and that's why it just blows my mind that people left during the day, because you just proved positive. That could have been a $5,000 payday and even more on that. All right, let's find out. Billy Sharp, Kevin Stubblefield, come on over here. They have 5 bass. They need 11.48 to take the lead. Did you see those bass? There is no question that they have 11.48. Let's find out what the total is. Sharp and Stubblefield, 20.41 pounds. We've got a leader. Alabama Bass Trail Championship for boat number 75. Our number 1 team from yesterday. Stand right there on the X's and let me get a word with you a little bit. For some crazy reason, and I know I hear it a lot, a guy that'll be in front and they say, oh, I can do it again. But a lot of times that doesn't happen. You can't duplicate what you did on that day 1. How are you able to back it up with 2 20-pound days?
They just they bit. I don't know. They just bit, and we.
You were doing something right. It's not just the fish.
Yeah, I think everybody else. I mean, we stayed on the river the whole time, and I mean that's Tennessee River. You gonna win on the river if they're on the river.
So what depths were you looking at? What were the things, if I were to paint a picture underneath this water, what were you looking at?
We had the boat sitting at about 18, 19 feet, and the fish are in about 3 to 5 feet. We were throwing up on the river ledge.
Bringing it down.
Bringing it down.
What kind of bait? Anything in particular that helped y'all win today?
Top water.
Top water? I was like, how are you bringing it down and you're staying on top water?
We were bringing it out on the ledge, and the fish were coming up off the ledge.
Blowing
up on it.
And how many lost fish did you have throughout the week?
I lost a giant smallmouth today.
How big?
It was 6+.
Hey, it doesn't make a difference. When you win, I know you said bragging. You just went 40 pounds for a tournament, and it hadn't even got to that fall bite yet. When really, these fish aren't as big as they're going to be in another month and a half.
Yeah, they'll keep growing.
All right, so it's a team championship. It took both of you to win this thing. You get this beautiful Phoenix 819 Pro XP that's in front of me there. How do you decide how you're going to split up this $45,000 boat?
I think he's going to take it. He's going to give me his, and I think he's going to take it.
All right, yeah, I heard it. You heard it here, right?
I think we'll probably sell it.
All right, we'll figure it out. So we got a boat for sale out there. It is. Oh, that's true. The wives are here. Well, congratulations. Come on over here and grab 4 of those bass if you can. I don't think you can hold all 5. I think Jody might have to grab one. Or Kay, do you want to come up here and hold one of their 5th? They got 20 pounds. That 5th one's still going to be a good-sized bass. Yeah, and we're also going to weigh a big fish because we may have a new leader in our Mountain Dew Big Bass, 651. Let Kale grab the oddball if you want to. That's a darn good day. All large? One small. So mixed bag on this final day. We can weigh them. We can weigh them, Bo. They're close enough. Yesterday, actually, one that we thought was smaller. Actually, we're. All right, hold them out there. There's our winners. How about a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Boat number 75, Billy Sharp and Kevin Stubblefield, taking the victory today. And we'll also find out about that Mountain Dew Big Bass. We'll get that Big Bass. Jody, yeah, oh, yeah, I want to grab some more. Yeah, go on back over there. For Mama's got to get some shots. And then you want to go ahead and zero, and we'll do the big fish. Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, well, she can get one maybe from Dano at Advanced Angler. He'll get it, and there's the guys right there as well. Just make sure you get our ugly mugs out of the picture, right? We got to step back. You are pretty. I heard that guy say that the other day. All right, so let's find out what Sharp and Stubblefield have as far as a big bass. So you can weigh them both. It's all right. We're not waiting on anybody else. 651 is what you got to beat. I don't know if it'll be 651, but let's see what they got. Because when they're writing that article on Advanced Angler, you can say led by that 5.11 pound bass. Was that the small or the large? Small. That was a 5.11 smallmouth. Good fish nonetheless. And the tandem, the 5.11 smallmouth, and you throw in a 5.76 largemouth. Hey, that's a pretty good day of fishing. Pretty darn good weekend. All right, final questions, and we can go ahead and get you to hop in the boat, and they can do all their stuff out there. Would you like to thank anybody, some of the people that helped you get this far?
We would, Robbie. We want to commend everybody with this Alabama Bass Trail. Kevin and I have made a decision we're not going to fish next year. It's a thing that we have other priorities we're going to do, but this is a great trail. You guys have done an outstanding job. We have enjoyed it. It's very, very professionally ran, and I just say a hats off to everybody with you guys that put it on, okay?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. You can't, I mean, you people that work through the week, and then you get a tournament like this, you got a chance to win a boat like that, then 10,000 every tournament. I mean, you can't, it's the best trail going.
And you even have an extra kickback because you got your ABT hat on. You got your ABT. I think you're going to be the top finisher. What do you think? An extra couple of $100 going to you?
We had favor today, and it hadn't ended, so we're just going to ride it as long as we can and enjoy it.
Buy a lottery ticket on the way home, all right?
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, congratulations. There are your champions, ladies and gentlemen. 41-41. Is that right? 41-41 to take the win here, and our guest was way off.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, you know, 41.41, you know, second place is almost a little over 10 pounds behind it. I mean, this has been a heck of a tournament.
2 20-plus pound days out there. Good job. Another tournament for you, and I know you've done another great job. It's 11 tournaments in the making this year, and now we get to wrap it up for the final time.
You know, Kay has really, you know, hit the nail on the head every time she talks about this. You know, we start this thing out in the first year, you know, they got a foot of snow on the ground, and it feels like that it's just such a long, you know, journey to get this thing done. Then you hit that halfway mark, and all of a sudden, bam, it's over with. You know, so, you know, this has been a fantastic trail. You know, we've had a really good time on it. You know, we got the best anglers in Alabama up here, and, you know, we're just blessed to be a part of it.
Well, congratulations to Jody, his crew, Kay and her entire crew, and everyone at Alabama Mountain Lakes Tour Association, all of our sponsors, everyone from Bill Penny to Academy, Phoenix, and Garmin. Without all of these sponsors behind us, it would not be possible. So, again, congratulations. Our big fish of the weekend, Larry Breckenridge and John Eddie Donaldson with a 651, and our Alabama Bass Trail champions, Billy Sharp and Kevin Stubblefield, with over 41 pounds of bass in this two-day tournament. My name is Robbie Floyd. Hope to see everybody next year, the third edition of the Alabama Bass Trail. We'll see you then. Thanks for coming out today, everybody.